little bit of kissing. Bring up the temp just in case. Yeah, I've been doing that for a while now. I've just been going up like step by step. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, I think we were near the bottom row, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we were here. Alright, I'm gonna power this down. Anything that's left, I'll do by hand, because this thing needs to be properly cleaned. Alright, let's see how many of these we can actually get out now.
I fucking love knobs.
Matcha, Prime subs are lit. You're goddamn right, they're lit. Thank you for the 5 months. And those sweet, sweet Bezos bucks, baby. Every time you donate with Prime, that's less money that Bezos' ex-wife is not getting. So consider that. Okay, really? Are you really gonna be that big of a bitch? Like, a lot of these are totally fine. It's just doing that thing where, like, the pin is, like, ever so slightly touching the pad. With, like, a tiny, itty-bitty bit of solder. And for that reason, it just refuses to frickin' come out. Alright, there we go. I'm pushing the plate down so I can grab the switches from another angle and see if I can pop them out. Can you break the PCB by pulling too hard on not properly desoldered switches? Yes, but it takes quite a bit of force. And like, you'll know what that amount of force is the first time you fuck up a PCB. Yep, okay, it looks like we're gonna have to hand job the rest of these out. Or just warm wiggle. We can warm wiggle them. Lightly wedge the plate and PCB apart while applying solder heat. That is the worst thing you can do. The best thing you can do is warm wiggle. So switch by switch, as you heat it up, pull it out. Because if you pull the whole thing, by using like the force of levers and science, you're putting a lot more force into it than you think, which can definitely rip a pad off. These are creamy peas. It is a PE stem in a cream housing, but we are replacing the stems because fuck these stems. Fuck them. Fuck them good. Alright, let's use the normal methodology of desoldering for the rest. So, for example, you can do the wedge technique if it's literally just like one switch. Like one here, you can wedge the plate, because you know you're only heating this one. But if you have like 5 on the same row and you're heating this one and like putting a bunch of force, you could accidentally get one of these to pop off, therefore like removing the pad with it. I did that with my first board, all the pads went out. Yeah, you have to be really careful with the amount of force that you put into it. Like when I pull these, I know exactly like, okay, any more than this is a problem. Are the stems big cuck? Yeah, they're long PP stems, and I don't like long PP. They sound good, but they don't feel good. So I'm gonna replace them with something that feels a little bit better to me. All right, let's get our garbage can for our OG desolder pump. Yeah, boy. Oh, baby, this thing is gonna desolder so hard you have no idea. Simon is hackoed out of his mind. That's true. Look, even this is a hacko. Let's grab the top row real quick. There we go. See? Oh yeah, this thing can suck. This is the best hand job pump of all time. You can get it at blacksimon.tv/bigblack. One word. It's insane. This thing sucks amazingly. Oh, it's Glarsis. It didn't break. I'm just doing the rest by hand because it's just a bunch of loose ones. Hey, listen, I don't mind getting a little bit down and dirty. Just because we have the 301 doesn't mean we gotta use it all the time. Nice, what is the build? The build is a Jane CE, and we are removing the creamy P from it. And we're gonna replace the stems with something that is not P. That tin can looks cursed? Yeah, I use it for garbage. I've been using it for solder garbage for like 4 years now. It is very cursed. But that's the point, is for it to be cursed. Alright, next row. Let's get them all out. Manual pumping action. Oh yeah, look at my hand job action right here. Oh baby. Oh baby. This takes a lot of force, by the way. This is not a pump that I would recommend to somebody that doesn't have strong fingers and years of experience using them. You see, they come right out. Well, except for that one. They come right out. Right out. Teach me warm wiggle. Sure. I will show you how the warm wiggle works. One moment. Let me try and get a good angle. All right. Don't mind the wobbliness. So the warm wiggle is fairly simple. On the front of the board, I'm going to grab a switch with my index and thumb, right? So now I'm going to do that on the reverse side. So now I am grasping it with the index and thumb. Where is the switch? One moment. Okay, the switch is right here. So this is the guide. So I'm holding this on the other side with my forefinger and thumb. What I'll do is I'll come in and heat this pad as I wiggle the switch. Then I'll heat this pad as I wiggle the switch, and it just comes out. I don't use a lot of force. I don't pull hard. I just wiggle it. Just wiggle it like this. And then I heat the left pad as I wiggle. Then I heat the right pad as I wiggle, and it just comes right out. You don't have to use any actual force for the warm wiggle. Though I do recommend that you properly desolder. Just have a good enough pump where when you press the suck button, that baby sucks. That's the most important thing, honestly. So like I'll warm wiggle if like the situation is dire. But like realistically, a nice pump like this will do you solid. That PCB looks well used. Yep, I've got like I think just under 20 builds and rebuilds on it. And it could easily pull way more. It's just dirty. Like if I clean it, it'd look totally fine. What is my take on Mil-Max sockets? They are a terrible idea for terrible people to feel like they're doing something beneficial to their keyboard. Either go hot swap or go solder. Pick one. Like, Mil-Max is worse than hot swap in every possible way, objectively. Because you still have to solder. And it still has all the disadvantages of hot swap. Alright, I had to warm wiggle that one out. Just because I'm lazy. Simon, why you have bigger PP? Actually, PP small. Does Mil-Max also ruin the feel? It ruins the I was gonna say the smell, and then I was gonna say the taste. It ruins the sound more than anything else. Like there's a very obvious Mil-Maxy sound, and it's kind of shit. You are not layout restricted with Milmats. Yeah, just buy a hot swap PCB with the layout you want. Or just solder. Pick one. That feel when you desolder is so good, the switch literally just like comes out of the plate by itself. Alright, these are rough. These might need to be warm wiggled. Yep. And then let me do this bottom row one. Fuck it. We are warm wiggling the rest. Because it's only 4 switches. Alright, so observe. Top view. Firmly grasp the switch.